All right, so welcome everybody, and I'm really excited to always talk about the Ultron blockchain project. This is a blockchain project that has lasted for 18 months. Listen, I've been a part of different things. Some will pay you high ROI and collapse in 1 month. Some will collapse in 2 weeks. Some collapse in 4 months. There are those that collapse in 6 months. Some manage to do 11 months and then they can't pay you out. Tonight, no matter what you're thinking, I want to give you the good side and the bad side, okay? And I'm going to mix both. I did not prepare any script here, or I didn't prepare any particular pattern of talk, but I just want to show everyone all the key things that that we all need to know, all right? First things first, and I need us to understand this. When it comes to the Mavie Ultron business, when you build a team, there is money that you earn when you recruit, all right? Now, don't worry if you don't want to recruit anyone. I'm not telling you to, but I'm just saying from day one, I joined Ultron. Withdrawing money that is made from recruiting has always been less than 24 hours. There was only one instance sometime last year when they were doing some maintenance work that it lasted beyond 24 hours, but it didn't even stay up to 30 hours. Ever since, it's always sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours. It hardly gets to 12 hours, but it hardly exceeds 24 hours down till this month, because I've cashed out some funds even very recently. All right. So that is the first thing. Like I told you, I don't look at what the platform says. The CEO can say anything he wants to say. The marketing team can say whatever they want to say. I look at their actions, and their actions that I have, which I am looking at, is withdrawal has never been a problem for team builders. That is one. Okay? That is one very vital thing. If they delay with paying people who build teams, I'm going to tell you, you better run away. Trust me, we have done different things, and I'm not trying to judge anyone. We have done different things, all right? That is one. Second thing, when you build a team, when you, not when you build a team, when you buy your staking hub, all right, and you turn off compounding, there has never been delay in cashing out your available in your wallet. I just did it now, and it took seconds. So here's the thing. When it comes to, so if you turn off auto stake now, if you turn off auto stake today, I don't like turning off on Sunday. I prefer turning off before Saturday. If you turn off on Friday or Saturday, what's going to happen to you is you will not start minting immediately. And we tell people this every single time. You're not going to start minting immediately. You're going to take some time. By the next Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, it starts minting for you. That means minting what will be available for you to withdraw. All right, so I'm waiting for the 25th of October. This will be 1 year. I'm going to claim it. Of course, it's already on auto stake off. I'm waiting for the 10th of November. I'm going to claim this one also. I'm going to claim all the 30% right now, unless I start building afresh and start buying new staking hubs. But everything I have now, I'm going to turn off auto stake or turn off auto stake. That is my personal decision. And I'm going to tell you guys why, though those who are in our groups already understand this. So when it comes to withdrawal from this platform, remember when you're doing your 0.2%, if you turn off USDT capping is applied and all those other things, you will start having your available in this wallet. So when you withdraw here, withdrawing from here to your MetaMask has always been super fast. So when it comes to withdrawal of income earned from both teamwork and minting, it's Ultron has never delayed. And when I say Ultron, I also mean Mavie, because this is Mavie back office. All right. Mavie doesn't control this technology. Ultron does. All right. Ultron is the blockchain. Everything here is on the blockchain. And we've had many videos where we've shown you your staking hub IDs on the blockchain. All right. So Ultron, they're not blockchain experts. So it's only, Mavie are not blockchain experts. It's Ultron that does what it needs to do. So sometimes Mavie will tell you something is going to be ready by Monday. and Ultron will run into glitches and it's not going to be ready by Monday. So that is one thing you need to know if you're going to be in this business. Expect that. So I just did a withdrawal and it landed here on my MetaMask wallet super fast. How do I know? I had converted everything to ULX earlier. Now I just got this extra. So first things first is what we do. We just convert the ULX to, first things first, I'm going to convert the wrapped ULX to, let me refresh this page. I'm going to convert the wrapped ULX to ULX. All right. So I'm going to click on maximum wrapped ULX, convert it to ULX. Let me tell you, the technology behind Ultron is powerful, and that is this decentralized exchange technology. The speed, you know, before they released 30%, this platform, the decentralized exchange, the bridges were under maintenance for like 3 days plus. You couldn't really bridge anything. And that gave me some concern. I was like, why are they going to maintenance when people are supposed to cash out their, 30%? But guess what? They came back with some massive technology that swept people off their feet. When I swapped my asset here, it was now super faster. So I've converted everything I have to ULX. So I have 719 ULX. So what do you do? All right, let's go convert to Ultron USDT. All right. So I'm not going to, I always leave 10 ULX coins. I always leave 10. So I have 719. So I'm just going to move 709. All right. I'm going to move 709. And you can see here it's telling me that I'm going to get $84. And here it's telling me the asset is 12 cents. All right, 12 cents. So I'm going to get $84. This is just money. This $84 is money from 2 staking hubs that were, let's go back here. This is from 2 staking hubs that were $100 each. And then maybe 2 days minting. All right, 2 days minting, which is a little money that gave us that 60 something or 72 dollars, 72 ULX. Okay, so $84. But let's go ahead. I always leave $10 here, so let's go ahead and do this swap now. This is a technology, and this technology took time to build. And I'm going to go through some slides in a moment to take us back to the original slides that Ultron started with. All right, see the speed of this decentralized exchange. They went and did maintenance on their exchange so that it could take high transactions. Ultron did not want to hear that people are trying to bridge and it's slow. All right, so I have converted my money. So what do I have now? I have $84 Ultron USDT. So I go to the bridging. All of this, we have videos for all of these things. All right, you can see my MetaMask wallet. If you click on tokens, I have $84 as Ultron USDT. So let's bridge. We're bridging from Ultron to Binance Smart Chain. Token to bridge is Ultron USDT. As usual, you all know this. I click on maximum because I want to bridge everything. All right, and I click on bridge token. The speed now is way better if you're using this technology. So I always love clicking on maximum. And yeah, the speed and approve. The speed of the decentralized exchange has improved. A platform that wants to collapse, will they improve the speed of their technology? Now, I might be wrong. Everything I'm going to say here tonight, I might be wrong. I don't see tomorrow. All right, I don't see tomorrow, but I want to tell you, look at the speed. If you have been following our sessions, there are times we come here, I have to do these things several times before it goes through. If you have been in these meetings, you know sometimes I have to do it, pause the video, but since they did that maintenance on their bridge, is extremely powerful. Transaction approved. So this has bridged it to Binance Smart Chain. So let me change to Binance Smart Chain now. And I'm going to look at my money right there on Binance Smart Chain. So there, you see, I have, let's go to tokens. I have my $84 here. So let me move my $84. So I want to move it to, let's move it to Binance. I have this, I saved my, new Binance BEP20. When you want to move, always move with BEP20. So I saved it with my new BEP20. You will see Ethereum here, but never mind. Just click on maximum. It doesn't matter. It's actually USDT. on the Ethereum net too. Don't bother about that. Next. All right, then we'll confirm. All right, never mind this one. This one keeps popping up. I don't have to approve anything here, so even if I approve, doesn't matter. All right, so can cancel that. I don't want to switch. So it's gonna be sending that $84. So the question is, how much $84 if you live in a country like mine? It's crazy. I just say 84, multiply that by 1,150. I'm just trying to be modest. It's way, way, way more than that. All right, that is 96,000. 96,000 naira, just about 100,000 naira. All right, so this is a platform that can give you 100,000 naira again and again and again and again and again and again. That's the first thing you need to understand. And it's been working for 18 months. I allowed a lot of criticism on the platform because I wasn't really happy with what they were doing. They were making life difficult for us as promoters. Introducing a lot of things that was difficult to explain to people, and they were not even giving us a heads up. And for me personally, when they failed September 20th, end of September to release the 30%, I was disappointed. And so we allowed a lot of negativity, which is fine. We allow people to express themselves, condemn the platform, which is okay. But make no mistake, this platform is a platform that can bring financial comfort to you, whether you accept it or believe it or not. This is a platform that can make you smile, even when your country's exchange rate is messing up. All right. This example I did now, I did it just deliberately to show you. This was just minting from $200 hubs, the release of the 30% with all the burning that I burnt. Listen, the platform is smart. We just need to understand why they are being smart. And we need to see the big picture. But before I go into all that, point number one, Ultron is a risk. Life is a risk. There is no guarantee in life. There is no guarantee about Ultron. Bitcoin was a risk. The whole world condemned it. Ethereum was a risk. All right. Every token on the blockchain is a risk. So please, if you don't like taking risks, then go back to farming. And I will tell you that farming is a risk. I have a colleague that invested 10 million, bought some good parcel of land, and he couldn't farm on it for many years. Because every time he tried to farm, herdsmen will come, eat all the cows will eat all the crops, and he didn't know what to do. All right. So everything in life is a risk. So please stop coming to Ultron with a guaranteed mentality. That's not what we're saying. Don't think that Ultron cannot fail. It can fail. All right, it can fail. And I'm going to come later. We're going to do some question and answer. If you have points you want to mention, you can drop them in the chat and I can talk to them. Okay, and I can speak to them. I'll drop it in the chat box. But I want us to understand from the beginning that we're not here telling you that Ultron cannot fail. We're not here telling you that Ultron will last forever. I mean, that's not what I'm here to tell you. But look at your economy. What options do you have? I can show you a business now that will tell you to pay you 5% in a month, 4% in a month. They are all over the place, all over the place. At the end of the day, they're going to run away with your money within a few months. Do you want that? Or do you want a platform that is not perfect, that can be frustrating at times because they have their own problems? Their own communication can be a little problematic, but it's a real blockchain project. Would you be ready for that? So let me tell you this. Why I want to tell you this is, whether you like it or not, if you've bought into Ultron, they just release 30% to you with all the burning. Don't worry, go collect the 30%. Especially if you have less than 1 million. I mean, just go collect your 30%. If you have less than 1 million coins, if you have just 1,500, you bought $5,000, you bought, go take your 30%. Don't worry. 70% of your base stake is still intact. All right. 30% of your base stake is still intact. So you have much more money to gain if the platform thrives. Okay, that's the first thing I want to say. I have some slides here, which I intended to run through. These are the original presentations or presentation slides we were using from day one. I started Ultron. Let me see this. I started Ultron at the ending of April. So let's go to the home screen. I started Ultron end of April, 21st of April, 2022. Okay. 284,000 people have joined after I joined them. All right. We joined way before the launch. So I know what I'm saying. And I want to just give you a quick rundown of the platform and everything. And those who have been here, these are one of the earlier slides, okay, that they were using. I want to just pick on some things here to show their faults, okay? And I'm not kidding. They were emphasizing a lot that it's a layer one blockchain. This screen, nobody talks about it anymore because they believe everybody already understands what a layer one blockchain is. So they've removed that screen. But that was a lot of education back then. And I want to take us to some parts here. All right. Back then, the bridges had not been built. Okay. They promised to build 6 bridges. And that was why I did not build the business until they built the bridges. That was when I really started, building. But a lot of people on the team, risk takers, the higher risk takers, went ahead and said, I started building the business aggressively. And it was really an eye-opening moment. So this was delivered. All right. At that time, farming was not even delivered. You couldn't farm. It's crazy. At that time, they were promising that they were going to do their decentralized exchange even. So we've come a long way. A business that started, we bought the staking hub. I just put $100 back then because I didn't know what the future was. So I didn't promote it. They were saying, we'll build the decentralized exchange. We say, okay, let's wait for you to build it. They said after building, they're going to create the bridges. Actually, they now built the decentralized exchange, which is Ultron Swap, where I did the swapping and the movement and all that. But they didn't build the bridges. So they were promising to build the bridges, right? And, they built the bridges after some time. So they kept to their word. They also did the farming. They did everything from scratch. We watch these people build from scratch the technology, all right? And there are some things that they have not built, which we're still expecting them to build. Okay, so that is the history. Now, this was a slide. They said 0.2% every single day. At that time, there was nothing like USDT capping. There was nothing like burning. All right. Nobody told us that we're going to be burning our coins. That's the truth. All right. It was always 0.2% every day and halving that would happen year after year. That was all. All right. And we used to present then that we shouldn't be disturbed if halving is happening and you're making 0.1% and 0.05 year after year. You shouldn't be worried because the price of the asset would have gone from 1 cent and would have gone up. Okay. So we all explained this. So this is the background of where the business came from. All right. And remember this slide. I remember this slide. We asked a lot of questions. They said 30% of your assets will be released. In fact, at that time, it was not base stake. It was not even, they just said 30%. Look at it here. They just said 30%, 25%, 20%, 15, and 10. They had not differentiated between base stake and total stake. That came much later, and I'm going to talk about why. But for now, I'm showing you the original slides. This is what they sold to us back in April, back in May, before the launch of the blockchain in June. And of course, auto stake on and auto stake off and the rest of that. All right. And the yearly returns, nothing like burning. All right. And of course, the usual talk of if you're coming with $5,000 after 1 year, what you're going to make. Let me tell you the truth. We were minting serious money. For those of us who were here before July, we were minting serious money every single day before they introduced all of that, all of that kind of talk. Some of us who even joined in April got what we called bonuses. In fact, they said back then, if you joined in April, you're going to get 15% bonus. I joined in April. I didn't know about this in March. But those who joined in March got 20% discount. extra ULX. Those who joined in May got 10%. So this is like airdrop if you're going to use that time. So they were giving us extra ULX because we were coming in before the launch. They were just thanking us for coming in before the launch. So I want you to know that for you that bought before the launch, these guys, they know what they are doing. They've applied USDT capping and burning, but do you know that you got some extra bonus coins before the launch? Since you got it before the launch and you want to sell now, they're just taking it back from you. Okay? So they know what they are doing, but we're going to come back, in more details to what they are doing. And the goal of this discussion is not to pamper the company. I mean, we're really disappointed with some things, but I want to say it as it is to the best of my ability. There was talk of the validator. In fact, there was a time when the platform was saying if you have 1 million coins, you become a validator. It was later there was clarification. Some people have already bought 1 million coins. The clarification came and said, hey, all right, it's not that when you have 1 million coins, you're automatically a validator. There are things you need to do and set up. But having 1 million coins positions you to become a validator because that's one of the prerequisites. All right. So right from the get-go, there were things the platform did not properly communicate. Let's understand that right from the get-go. And I'm not going to blame anyone. There might have even been limited experience, at the level from the Mavie team. It might not be that they didn't want to communicate that. All right. Remember, running a business is not easy. Okay. And all this talk of validator, it was once, but actually right now, anybody can become a validator if you know how to set up your machine on the blockchain. You can actually become a validator. But I'm sure they're going to explain that. The people making a lot of money now are validators on the blockchain. So, I mean, don't worry. There'll be chance for others to become validators. Now, there was a promotion for the football metaverse, right? And Leonard Aaron was building this metaverse. He's in charge of the metaverse. But you know what? The metaverse industry kind of had a dwindling, kind of like a fall, a drop generally. NFTs, the metaverse, they had a lull. And, this was put in the back burner a little bit. And the CEO at the last meeting we held said that they're going to get to all of these things, but maybe just not yet. So the metaverse is one of the things that they're going to release. Maybe once the bull run is on and people are more excited about the blockchain, that could be possible. All right. So this was the 5-year roadmap. Back in 2022, part of what they were saying was they're going to launch the mainnet. They were going to create the cross-chain bridges integration, onboard liquidity, and NFT market. Now, as I tell you, 2023 is the alpha launch. So the idea was traditional finance bridge, developer incentive program. This developer incentive program has not been, kicked off. The metaverse is not yet kicked off. We're supposed to have 30 decentralized applications in 2023. That has not happened. Okay? That has not happened. I don't know whether we're in 50 markets by now. I don't know. But they're actually expanding aggressively for the markets. So we're supposed to have 30 decentralized applications, but we just have 2 right now. FlipMe, okay, let's just say we have the decentralized exchange. Then FlipMe is coming on board next year. And we now have Lotto Day, which is the Gaming Hub NFT coming up end of this year. All right. So they are behind schedule when it comes to this. So honestly, the 2023 goals have not been really met. 2024 goals were adding deflationary mechanisms, more decentralized applications, being 100 markets, 5 million members, okay, $1 billion liquidity. Let me tell you this. $1 billion liquidity was reached earlier, some months ago. We were 900 and something. We were almost at $1 billion before the 30% release of coins. Okay, so this was almost met. All right, so they're still behind in this, their roadmap, but I believe that they are on course. It's not easy to build something from the scratch. Now, there was a development plan, compensation plan. This was the slides we were using earlier, but I want to rush to something. Right now. That is the Back then, matching bonus was being paid to anyone who was pearl and above. I remember pearl rank, you start getting your matching bonus, but now only diamond and above are making the matching bonus. So why is that the case? Because then very few diamonds, there was no diamond. So the ranks that were available were all these lower ranks. That's where people were. So they made, but now that there are a lot of people on diamond, they've taken it higher to, to push people to reach out. Now, this retirement bonus was deprecated. And what do I mean? There was a time this was like a permanent salary. If you are a sapphire or ruby or emerald, every single month you get salary from Mavie. I want to show you that Mavie was a business with a lot of money. If you're an emerald, they will first pay you as a sapphire, then they will pay you as a ruby, then they will pay you as an emerald. So if they are paying $100 to sapphire, they will not pay ruby another 100. They will pay emerald. At the end of the month, you get $300 if you're an emerald. Same thing with all the ranks. Now, they have stopped paying the retirement bonus. So they've taken this and put it into promotions. They said they're going to move this because they didn't want people to be lazy. So they wanted to start paying people who are building. So when they do promotions, this money is moved to, do promotions. Those who qualify for the promotion, who meet the targets, they are being paid from here. So there's a lot of money here. There's a lot of crazy money here. And Mavie is sitting on that. So I'm telling you, don't joke with this business. If you remember, if you were a sapphire and you were making that money, you know that it was millions of dollars every month that was being shared. So who is with those millions of dollars? Mavie has it. And Mavie does these promotions from time to time. So don't think Mavie is broke. I don't think they're broke. All right. And of course, top performer pool bonus. Now, this is one thing I want to talk about. Back in the day, remember I said I'm going to take you back in memory to, I started this business from day one, before the launch, right? Back then, if you build a team and you make any money, 25% is used, to allow you buy another staking hub. Then 75% was released to you. So there was what they call club account. It was in the back office, club account. As you are building a team, your club account will be growing. When it gets to $100, you will now be able to go buy a new NFT staking hub and just buy it. So some people would wait till their club account gets to $300, then they buy one staking hub of 300. Some people wait until it's 500, they buy a staking hub of 500. In other words, just by building a business, you are able to increase, how much staking hubs you can buy. So I personally have put about just 1,100 into the business, but I was able to increase my staking hubs, and that was from the club account. Today, what the platform does is they only release 70% to you. 30% is locked up, but it's no longer in the club account. Let me show you something. It's what is called the bonus pool. If you have been a networker, you have a team, you better don't underestimate the Mavie business. I'm just telling you. All right, so let me show you what these guys created. They created the bonus hub, and the bonus hub is seen right here in the middle of all your staking hubs. This is the bonus hub. All right. Now, they started this thing, they created this bonus hub on the 2nd of September last year. And this was the period when they were just trying to do different things. So the platform came out, gave proposal, but they did not see all that will be involved in doing this business. They just created a compensation plan. They said, we're going to be unlocking 30% the first year. Let me tell you, if they know what they know now, if they know what they know now back then, what they would have done is they would have told you year one unlocking is 10%. They would have told you 10% will be unlocked in year one. But they didn't know that. So whatever they're doing, they're trying to make sure that the platform has enough money to stay steady and strong. All right. Remember, I'm just telling you my own understanding, and I could be totally wrong. This is my understanding, having been with this business and observing them from day one. So look at this. From September, they stopped allowing us use the club account to buy staking hub. All our monies were, as we were building a team, was going straight into the bonus pool. Now look at the total stake, 72,000 ULX coins. So the earnings are 32. So total stake, both the initial ones and all that has accumulated here is 79,000 ULX coins. So what does this mean? It means that this 79,000 is also going to be earning income, and that's what has earned this. So let me just do the calculator. Let's draw up a calculator. 79,224 ULX coins. Multiply that by 12 cents, yeah? How much is that in dollars? That's $9,000 right now. But they're not going to release this bonus hop until 5 years. All right. So that's why I tell people, if you just go cash out to 30%, don't worry yourself. You have enough money on this platform. All right. Just relax. Okay. So now imagine 79,224 ULX coins. At the end of 5 years, let's say we are on $5. Let's say we're on $5. What it means is multiply this by $5, and it's going to give you $396,000. So that's why I say, please just go and take your 30%. Your 30% is just let it burn. Don't worry yourself. That's the first step on this team. In fact, that's the second step. On this team, how can you survive on this blockchain project? Step one, after you activate, if you can compound for 1 year, then turn off auto stake. But trust me, if you don't even need to wait for 1 year. Once you activate, just turn off auto stake. All right. If you activate today, just turn off auto stake. If you know you need money, don't compound for 1 year. Just turn it off and leave it. You don't have to cash it out from the back office. I can tell you that within 6 months, you'll be shocked at what you get, because you'll be minting something today at 11, 12 cents. In 6 months' time, this could be 20 cents or 25 cents. And literally what you have minted would have doubled in price. It's only people that don't listen to this that end up being emotional about 30%, right? And when I say emotional, I mean being so frustrated. From day one, you can turn off your auto stake. Forget about compound. Just buy at the level you want. Turn off auto stake. And the next thing you want to do is, when your 30% is released, get your 30%. Like I posted in the group, there's somebody that turned off auto stake just a few months ago. Person bought $1,500. Maybe within 2 months or 3 months of auto stake, by the time we sold the assets, because asset has risen from 8 cents to 18 cents, right? We sold this asset and we got $750. Then the 30% came in with all the burning, and we got $250 or thereabout. So that account that did $1,500 package has gotten back $700 without recruiting anyone, has gotten back $1,000 without recruiting anyone. And they did not turn off their auto stake on time. Ladies and gentlemen, go and turn off your auto stake. That's what I tell my team. And the reason I say this is because we are from Africa. Many people here are from Africa. You don't have the luxury of time. You don't have that financial, resiliency. You don't have the ability to, you don't really have that. You need money, all right? And that's why the 30% release was so key for the African team. All right, so please get it right. If you activate an account, turn it off. Turn off the auto stake. Don't compound. Let the person start the process of minting to get his assets. Then anytime they release the 30% for that person, adding the 30% to what you've minted from day one, you would have gotten back your capital easy with profits. I am telling you that I hope you get that point. So please, if you are here and you have an account and you're compounding, please go turn it off. But remember, if you're a ranking member, there's a requirement. There's some amount of hubs that should not be ever turned off. So if you're a ranking member and you want to keep ranking up, just remember that, okay? You might keep that amount on auto stake on, because if you turn it off, you're going to lose that rank, okay? So that is about this bonus hub, and the whole goal, the whole idea. I want to just show you that you have a lot of money to make. That is the reload bonus, okay, which we used to discuss those days. So this was the earlier slide we used to talk about I don't know if there's any other thing to put here, but it was a very, very good slide for business presentations. Okay. I remember the talk of Genesis Party when the blockchain was launched in June. There was a lot of rave about that. So this is a real project. They're building something real, and this was a plan. If you're recruiting $500, and keep going. So that was it, right? So I really just wanted us to have a feel of the original slides. So, I want you to know that, yes, there was no 30%. There was no talk of 30%. But this is what I think. And this is what I know that has happened. There has been a lot of, this is the bear market. If you are a trader, you would know that this is the bear market. So the assets are dropping. There's a lot of fear. There's so much fear in the market. All right. There's so much fear. People are averse to, taking these chances. So this is what I want you to know. Mavie understands all of this, and they're trying to protect the system. I am not saying this because of what the platform has said. I'm saying this because of what I'm seeing in their actions. I'm just trying to interpret the actions to the best of my ability. All right. So these are a few key things to watch out for. I asked the CEO this question about DeFi Llama. I opened a new Explorer and I checked DeFi Llama, and I was seeing that $900 million had been moved out. Okay, but I was wrong. And when at the event, I asked him that question and he referred to this. So anytime you log into DeFi Llama for the first time, just make sure you check staking. If you uncheck this staking now and you try to see Ultron position on the blockchain, to be on 70 something, right? It will be on, it's going to be on 70 something. Let me see. So that was one of the things that flagged concern for me back then. Ultron is on 69 here. So I was like, why did they move, so much money out? But that was, I knew about this, but it didn't occur to me at that time that I needed to check it again on the new browser. So when you check this, all right, you're just going to have better data about Ultron. You're going to see that Ultron is on position 8 right now. So we were on 10 before now. We're on 8 right now. One of the conditions I gave to myself, so what was moved out was about $500 million. So they moved out this $500 million to bring down the price. Okay. Now, those who don't trust the system, all right, cash out and go. No problem. You don't trust us, cash out and go. And so many of us didn't trust the platform. We cashed out at 8 cents. We went away. Then those who trusted the system, they started bringing the price back up. And so they are now on 652. And if you click on this, you're going to see that the breakdown is on 645. This was $400 and something million a few days ago. So $645 million is has been put in back in the staking hub technologies. And Ultron was at $5 million. That's the DEX Ultron swap. It was at $5 million, but today is just heading towards $7 million. This is what I need to look at if I'm going to take a decision. But remember, it's a risk because this money here can be moved out. This $645 million, it can be moved out, and the DEX is just all that will be left. All right. So please don't even think that is not possible. It's possible, but I don't think that's what the platform is going to do. But don't be in a hurry. All right. Let the whole of October pass. Then watch the platform in November. If we keep having a steady rise and we get to total, let me just, if this one goes back to 750, all right, let me just go there again. If the staking hub goes back to $750 or $750 million or $800 million, my brother, we're back in business full time. Okay? Because we were on 900 and something and they moved a lot of the money out. All right, crash the price down. Those who don't trust the system, cash out, no problem. And within a few days, we're back to 12 cents. Okay? And who knows, in the next 3 weeks, we'll go back to 15 or 18 cents. All right? So I'm just telling you how they are thinking. They are thinking like, okay, those who don't trust us, let's crash the price, let them go, since they don't trust us. But those who trust us, even though they, they claim, let those who hold their assets for a while benefit in the growth. Okay, that is their thinking. So they're putting back this money here. Could it be that they just putting it in for you to gain confidence before they remove it? Only time will tell. But that is why I said, just watch the platform throughout this month. Watch them in November. Once we get to $750, $800 million here, I think you can comfortably tell yourself that maybe we are good to go and the business is what it is. Okay. And this is a platform that people are cashing out every day. I just cashed out from the DEX now. Many people are cashing out, but the price is still steady. You see, there'll be many people cashing out. On the 25th, like I told you, the other two staking hubs are going to be due, or one of them, then the other one in November. I'm going to claim. So people are going to be claiming. People are going to be claiming. So just watch the platform, how it thrives over the next 30 days, and keep your eye on DeFi Llama, please. Very important. That is the condition number one for you to say, okay, I want to recruit into this business. Okay. First of all, they were at 500, they were at 450. Now they are on $645 million. Let them get to 700, 750. Then you can take this business seriously, and I mean, it's definitely worth it. All right. So that is one of the critical points I believe you need to pay attention to. All right. So remember, I said their withdrawal for team building has never slowed down. You always get your money within 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to 24 hours. It has never exceeded that. Second thing, the minting, the ULX moving it out is super fast. It's even faster now than before. That's what the platform is doing. All right. So the maintenance that was done for 3 days was a real bridge maintenance. They actually secured and maintained the bridge. And there's nobody that is withdrawing that is saying that their money has vanished. They implemented tough security measures. This is real blockchain project. All right. Still, I'm not here to mislead you and tell you there's any guarantee. No. But I'm telling you, you're already here. 75% of your asset is here. So make sure you turn off auto stake. Keep collecting until you've recovered your capital. Then let the platform roam free. All right. Listen, I'm somebody that sometimes I sit out with my friends and I spend 100,000 naira, 200,000 naira on drinking. Okay. And whatever. Okay. Now you might be somebody who could spend 50,000 naira sitting out with friends. You might be somebody who could spend 100,000 naira, 150. You can be somebody who does that. So I'm telling you that if you do that, people drink and then piss it off. Why shouldn't you also put your money in Ultron? That's the way I think about life. In life, you don't have guarantees. Always invest an amount of money that it's money you can use to drink. I can drink $1,000. Yes. So you can look at your own financial level. In fact, you can start building this business right now, and all you're recruiting is $100 team members and $300 team members. Don't bring anybody that if they put $300 and something goes wrong, that their life is devastated and they cannot recover. Don't put any such person in any of these businesses. If I don't bring that kind of person on any blockchain project, all right? So that's my thinking. If you decide that you're going to look for 10 people who are going to do $100 each, I think Ultron is still here to make those guys money. But it's still a risk because, hey, if you lose $100, will your children be able to feed? Will you be able to pay your rent? Will you be able to fuel your car? If the answer is yes, my brother, put the $100, turn off your auto stake, and begin to counter the inflation that is already ravaging the society. That is my position. And why am I saying this? Because withdrawal of team building income has never delayed. Withdrawal of ULX has never delayed. Yes, they delayed in releasing it 30%, but they did. I mean, it was also be June, But the July, August, September, October, 4 months delay, and they released it. Yeah, they would have preferred it withdraw, but they have realized that you can't stop that. Okay, so is Ultron still a good business? Yes, it is. Why do I say so? When we started, in 3 months, we took Ultron from 1 cent to 13 cents. Yes, team builders. Europe had not started Ultron by then. It was, so it hasn't gone so viral in Europe the way it is now. It was mainly Africa and a couple of these Polish guys. So we built this business and took it from 1 cent to 13 cents. Then it crashed to 8 cents. And that was when people were not building anymore. People were, because it's not high ROI. So people kind of slowed down, yeah? Then the platform tried to look for how to activate people and motivate people. They said doing a lot of things, but they realized that those things were wrong. So I'm telling you that Mavie is trying to figure things out. And we are the guinea pigs. We are the guinea pigs. So please, don't be discouraged any longer. Don't be discouraged over much. And I think Mavie business is still here to stay. Ultron is still here to stay. And I'm telling you this, one of the powerful things I think everybody should have is the NFT staking hub. But when you are selling NFT staking hub, just tell the person it's 5 years. That's how, don't tell anybody, just tell them it's 5 years. But if they need money in the first year, after the first year, a token will pay to them, but they will lose a lot of their coins. You have to specify this. Let people know it's 5 years. If you do this, I'm telling you, we are only getting angry because we're not told that from day one. But hey, Mavie was trying to figure, and Ultron, they were trying to figure this business out. Trust me. All right. So this is one of the conditions I'm going to tell you about this business. There's no need of being paralyzed. I tell you, if you have people that can just tell people $200, $100, $300, $500, let them put in that money, then turn off their auto stake. Trust me, you come back like they will not remember. When they come back after 6 months and they look at what they've minted and they cash it out. Somebody puts 1,500, and when they're cashing out like $700 after like 3 or 4 months. They're gonna be shocked. There's gonna be like, oh, really? The platform produced this? And they're gonna believe in the project. Mavie business is here to stay. And the reason I'm saying this, when I say here to stay, I don't mean it's going to last forever. I'm just saying this project is not yet going anywhere. No. And why I'm saying that is because there's a powerful network marketing force that is behind this business. Please, let's mute ourselves. If it's time for question and answer, I'll ask your questions and answers. If you have anything to say, drop it in the chat. Okay? Now, this is not a session to teach you about ULX or how to withdraw. It's a journey so far, and I'm giving my side of the story. And I'm telling you why enough of the negativity, but you must understand that there's a risk in every business. If you don't want to take risk, then don't get into any online business. All right? I mean, if you had ₦1 million and you kept it in your bank account when the dollar was 500 naira to $1, do you know that right now your 1 million naira is just it's not up to $500. Your 1 million naira has lost its value. All right, it has lost its value. So you are experiencing losses. You have to hedge. And we're going to come to question and answers in a moment. All right, but I just want to run through this quickly. All right, so that this is my own side of the story. This is what I think. This is what I believe. If Ultron were just a project without network marketing, they probably would not survive. But Ultron is a business with top network marketers with a powerful compensation plan. The compensation plan is powerful. So people will keep building Ultron. Even if you don't build it, let me tell you this. Africa has stopped building Ultron. The Europeans are building. The Europeans have taken us to 18 cents before they had to, do all the gymnastics that they've done. But we are now at 12 cents. these Europeans will keep building and they will take us to 20 cents and beyond. You have two options. Option one, stay silent. Turn off your staking hub. Keep minting ULX. Say no word to anyone. That's fine. Option two, turn off your staking hub. Keep minting. Keep cashing out. Then share with a few people and tell them that this is a risk that you took in April or June of last year. The platform has been working for 18 months, that you believe that this is a risk worth taking. And when you put them into the system, you tell them, please, I'm going to turn off your compounding until you get your capital back. When you get your capital back, you can turn on your compounding again. But it's still a risk. Don't give anyone any guarantees. If you see somebody that wants guarantees, tell them Ultron and blockchain business is not for you. But before you start building, just stay calm and wait for the NFT staking hub components on DeFi Llama to hit $750. That's my personal view. All right, that's really my personal view. And you don't need to build this business, but I know that there's money in building the business. So, but you don't need to build. But please, everybody here, if you are still on compounding, what's wrong with you? And when I say what's wrong with you, I don't mean in a bad way. We've said this a million times. Just turn off your compounding. If you're trying to hit a rank, okay, I understand you have to keep some on auto stake on for your rank. But apart from that, try turn off some and enjoy this platform's money. All right. While you're thinking of 5 years' time, try and get back your capital. That's my take. Keep your eyes on DeFi Llama. Observe what's happening on the Ultron staking hub component. If it gets to 700, 750, we're in business. Build your team. If I personally want to get to 750, I'm going to start doing presentations again. All right. I haven't given up on Ultron. Once we get to this 750, I'm going to start building again. What I'm going to do for now, I might do another short video, trying to bring the three components together, something that people can use to promote the business if they wish. Put it on the YouTube channel for the team, and you can share it with anybody you want to tell about Ultron. But I'm just waiting for these assets to get to 750. Once they get to 750, I will know that they put back a significant part of the money they took out. And of course, that means they have the money and they just want to keep the price at a stable point. That's it for me. All right. You must take risk in life. If you don't take risks, so why are you alive? Even if you think you have a good job, that job, you're going to retire one day. And when you retire, you're going to be in the corner, you start thinking of, how do I understand blockchain? When you are 65, all right, so why don't you start, learning now? And even if you are that age now, that's no problem. Just start now, okay? And if you are younger than 65, start now. Be ready to take risks. Don't be too emotional about money. Money is a messenger. Allow money to leave your hand. Allow money to come back. You need to allow, give to God, give to the needy people, give to your family, allow someone to go into investing. Don't go into unnecessary, stupid, high risk Ponzi schemes. Don't put big money in Ponzi schemes. Somebody made a statement that Ultron is too good to be true. Now I'm going to give you my own explanation. Ultron is giving you, if you are compounding, with auto stake on, they're giving you 6% a month. Is that too good to be true? And if you're turning off auto stake, that is 3% a month. The only thing is that it's as ULX. So if ULX is rising, now your 3% a month that you're getting can turn to 10% if it really rises. All right. So please, ULX Ultron is not too good to be true. In fact, I wish the payout was more, but they are managing the liquidity and trying to get the platform in a good position. You and I are here. When you watch it, you remember I did a video, I did a voice note. I said Ultron will get to 9 cents. When I was talking, I did not even know what I was talking, but I did that voice note because I was watching DeFi Llama. I was seeing money being moved out of DeFi Llama, and I looked at it. Okay, if these guys are moving this money out, they will not let it to fall below 8 cents that it was. And trust me, it went down to 9 cents. 8 point something cents. All right. and today is back to 11 cents. Now I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this, and I don't know where I'm telling you this from. In 6 months' time, don't be surprised if you see Ultron on 25 cents. We are in October, November, December, January, February, March, April. April of next year, don't be surprised if you see Ultron on 25 cents. So you either believe in Ultron or you don't. Or you just maximize the opportunity. I'm not telling you to start building like crazy. I'm just saying maximize the opportunity so that you mint today when it is 11, 12 cents. You mint and keep minting, you hold it. And that's if you're not building a team. So that when it gets to 25 cents in 6 months' time, what you have minted as 12 cents, that it will automatically double and more than double. All right. So if you have minted $500, it will become $1,000, and you smile to the bank. The best time to buy your staking hub NFT, I think, is now. I recommend that if you have the money that you can risk, don't go put your retirement money, don't go get $100,000 and put here now. I won't say that. But what I'm going to say is, if you have money, $1,500, $500, money that is like, money you can afford to put on the ground, put it in, buy your staking hub NFT. They say Gaming Hub NFT is going to launch at the end of the year. So you can buy that too, but remember, that end of the year can turn to March of next year. Remember, these guys are building from the scratch, so their deadlines can change. If you're going to build Ultron Mavie business, just remember this. One, their deadlines can change. Don't let it affect you emotionally, because they are building something, and so their timelines might be inaccurate. Know this and no peace. Okay? Know this and no peace. That's how it has been. Even when they wanted to launch their bridges, there was some delay, but they finally launched the bridges. Even when they wanted to do, there were different components, it delayed. All right. But now the 30% is automated. Anybody can cash out. There are people who are having issues with cashing out. Don't worry. They are going to be working on these things, and over a couple of weeks, everybody is going to be fine, and you'll be able to cash out and see your claim. Don't worry if the countdown is increasing. If your countdown is increasing, once you click on claim, you're going to get it. All right. So don't worry about the countdown. So that's it from me. A quick summary. This is a platform that has from day one never failed to pay network marketers their money fast. It is a platform that has never failed to release ULX. When you want to withdraw ULX, there's no delay. Let's give it to them. The performance of the decentralized exchange, Ultron Swap, has increased radically. It used to be problematic, but with the upgrade they did before release of a 30%, it's powerful. Technology is good. Another thing is, one thing I love about Ultron is it's difficult to teach people about decentralized exchanges and farming and liquidity pools. But if you bring people to this business, you can train them and they can be making money on the blockchain while understanding how it works. For the sake of knowledge, Ultron is worth it. There was sometime last year, somebody told me to pay $2,000 to learn what I know now from Ultron. All right. The videos we do now for free that are all over YouTube, people were charging $2,000 for it last year, for them to teach you those things, because it was not common knowledge. $2,000. So if you pay $500 for this knowledge and buy a staking up NFT, trust me, you are not making a bad decision. And I'm saying this from a place of sincerity. I'm not trying to tell you to go recruit. I'm just telling you what I think about Ultron. The technology is real. The technology is powerful. It has a team of network marketers. I believe that network marketers can transform any business. Now, some of you here, your mind might be on PLC Ultima. PLC Ultima, you can only cash out when people want to come in. That's not what Ultron is doing. PLC Ultima never had bridges. They had their own personalized wallet. It wasn't MetaMask. You couldn't bridge money out of PLC Ultima unless you bring in somebody's trying to recruit somebody, somehow, they get the Naira, give you the Naira, you give them the You know, all of that kind of movement. That's what I think it was. So Ultron is different from that because you can move money in and out of the bridges. I was worried, and I must be sincere about this, before the 30% release on the 17th. The Friday before that, the bridges were not working for 3 days. And I said, okay, if these bridges don't work 24 hours before the date for release of this money, I'll know that it's a sham. But they were actually working. And today, look at me, I just moved some good money out. And that's how people are moving money in, moving money out. Look at this. It was $5 million before. Today is 6. Look at the money. Follow the money, ladies and gentlemen. Take a snapshot of DeFi Island Master today. It was $5 million, 5.4, just as around 17th. Today is 6.82. Money is coming back. Keep your eyes on the money. Let the money tell you what's happening. All right, the money in the DEX and also the money in the Staking Hub NFT. Please follow the money. Don't listen to, I mean, everybody has their opinion. Like some of my friends in the group, they drop their opinion. I mean, I respect their opinion. And their opinion is coming from a place of concern. They don't mean it in a bad way. They are concerned that you shouldn't lose your money. But something I always tell some of my team members who are overly concerned, I say, the energy team, we are filled up with risk takers. All right. The energy team is made up of people that can take risks. That's what they are good at. But we don't want you taking stupid risks where you know you're just going to lose your money in 4 months, 6 months. No. It's a business that's been here for 18 months, and they are still flying high. The bridges are working. If Ultron wanted to mess things up, the bridges will not be working by now. I just bridged and I moved money out. That means anybody who has ULS can bridge and move it out. This business is here for a while. That's all I can tell you. So at this point, let's just take a couple of questions. I have some hands that are up for a while now. Let's come to Mr. Blockchain Ene Udo. Please do ask your question. You can unmute yourself.
Yeah. Thank you. It's not really a question, but also the way you are explaining, because all of us we are all in together. You know, the whole thing. It's not. I think it's not really easy to get a project out. Now, let's look at this way. The hunter goes to the bush. All the hunter wants is to kill the animal. And all the animal needs is to run to escape for its life. And so the animal would not stay there for the hunter to kill the animal. So the animal will keep running and keep escaping the bullets. And the hunter will also keep looking for her to kill. There are so many people out there who also trying to have 1 or 2 projects fall, and either they use their influence to talk down a project and all that. But I think the only challenge that we had was that they found it difficult to communicate it to us at the tail end of when they took some strong decision that was meant to sustain the project. Now, I'm not really promoting Ultron, but from the beginning, I think I believe Ultron. That was why, if you are talking right now, when nobody believes it, when they just came out, when nothing was there, I put in about $10,500 to show you how I believe Ultron. And that account, I think, even with all the trouble, the noise, I've not even taken a dime out. I just leave it there because I'm just trying to look at their body language. Now, but something I took out from what the CEO of Mavie was trying to explain, because as a leader, you need to be able to answer your personal questions. So I didn't come to the meeting to just hear him talking. I need to listen very well to know where they took or what really happened. And so at the point, he made a comment that I got it, and that was all about the meeting. Now, what was the comment? Now, when you think about a blockchain and why the coin is pump and dump, why do projects fail? Number one, if we are setting up a new coin right now, and I say, okay, Innocent is an influencer, he has a lot of networks and about 10 of influencers. We just locate the coin to them free of charge and then put them on the smart contracts, and they start hyping the coin. And they hype the coin, volumes start coming in. There are two sets of people who are at the advantage. Number one, the people that owns the project knows the date of the smart contracts. And the people, the influencers, also have the dates that their smart contract will be executed. And immediately it got to those dates, the smart contract would execute automatically, and whatever volume that is going out is not coming in. And at that time, the owner of the project will also take out to be saved. Now, when the influencers take out the volume that was given to them free of charge, and then the owner takes out, we now said the price of the coin has crashed. Now, but because these influencers are not people who were doing trading, they will not bring back the volume, and it will never get that coin, the price gets up again. So now, why did they do all this? I noticed from their word, in fact, just take this from me. Because if you look at your dashboard, Innocent, please, can you screenshot, can you show the dashboard? Can you show the home page? Let me show them something.
This is not
show
Mr.
the home
Innocent.
page.
This is not Mr. Innocent. Andy Luz, can you make a comment briefly and let's
okay, yes. No, just show me the home page.
Home page of what?
That's Mavie, the home page on the browser.
All right, but get straight to you. Let's finalize it.
Yes, the point I'm saying is this. The point I'm saying is this. Now, if you look at the head dashboard, you see a lot of people. Okay, thank you. Now look at the maps. Now look at, if you notice that a lot of people from all these countries are joining. So if Ultron allowed that volume of money, so to say, to move out, which was primarily to be, I'm not working with Ultron, I'm just giving, I tell you what I had that day, what I understood. That was why I just kept quiet. If they allow this volume to go out, I tell you, that will be the end of this project, because these other guys, people who are coming in, will see the price at the flat bottom, and no one would like to come in again. And even the one even after the 30%, even the 70% that is reserved, all of us will lose the 70%. So I think that, in fact, in my mind, I said, okay, these guys, they were thinking very smart. So whatever be the case, like you have heard from this leader, I thought it was Innocent, remove your guy is very objective. Remove what you think you can remove. If you don't get mine, remove it. If you get mine, leave it. That's just what I took out from the meeting with the CEO. So because it's just that Innocent made a very wrong statement. I thought that he was the one, because I want to correct what he made. Because he made a wrong statement that most of us were not coming to the meeting. That's why you didn't hear that there was no 30%, all this stuff. Not true. Ultron did something to protect the business, and we can all accept that. And leaders could accept that. So if they have come through and said, this is what we have done just to protect the business, we all together, because we're in for it. We can just, okay, thank you very much. We now know. But when things are not done very openly, sometimes it gives a room for misconstrue. So I think that was the point I got from the meeting. So thank you, guys. You are doing a great job. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. So that's a couple of valid points from that statement. I agree with you. Communication is always and there's a group where the Sapphires and above are, and I keep hammering it there. If Ultron is doing something, just carry us along. Just tell us we'll manage a team. All right, because Africans need money. So you might think that in Europe they won't pressure you, but in Africa they're going to need that 30%. So communication is something they need to improve on, and I hope that they do. Secondly, you just reiterated the points. We're not giving anybody any guarantees about any.
Sorry, guy, please, can you drop your number for me on the chat box? I have something to ask you, please. I have a challenge. Thank you.
No problem. All right, so bottom line is we're just trying to say, one of the key things we're just trying to say here is look at the Mavie slide. Let's read it because we need to understand what even Mavie is telling you from the beginning. And I'm going to tell you all this. If you don't love taking risk, get out of the blockchain. Blockchain is not for you. All right. Maybe just go buy some assets and hold it. But I'm telling you, the asset you buy is also a risk. Look what happened to Luna. All right. So risk management. There are high risks. Oh, let me zoom this in a little bit. Let me see if I can zoom it in. So like, let's read this together because this is what's going to govern us. I mean, we don't need to be bothering ourselves about looking for guarantees up and down. Okay, I'm trying to see how I can expand this thing. All right. So I hope you can see. I'm going to still have to reduce it. Sorry. All right. There are high risks associated with crypto assets and NFT markets. Owning any type of crypto assets or NFT involves risk of loss. Loss of principal is possible. Crypto assets and NFTs involve special risks, including a greater market volatility and political, economic, and market risk and differences in accounting methods. That is risk management, not investment or financial advice. Look at what they said. The content is for international informational purposes only. You should not construe any such information or other material as legal, tax, investment, financial, or other advice. Nothing contained in this presentation constitutes a solicitation, recommendation, endorsement, or offer to buy or sell any products. All content is information of a general nature and does not address circumstances. You alone assume the sole responsibility of evaluating the merits and risks associated with the use of any information or other content before making any decisions based on such information or other content. So bottom line is, this is a legal requirement. For them to present their slide, they needed to put this. It's a legal requirement. So what am I telling you? Don't put any money you cannot afford to, I don't want to say afford to lose. I mean, nobody wants to lose $1, but any money that will wreck you financially, any money that will make you cannot pay your bills, any money that will make your children will have to drop out of school. Don't put your kids' school fees in Ultron. Don't put your house rent in Ultron. Okay, look for money that you can live for a while. That's what Ultron is all about. All right. So please, that is the idea of risk. You cannot avoid risk in life. Even if you think you're avoiding risk, you are entering risk. There was a time that if you had $1 million if you're in Nigeria, you have $1 million, that is $2,000. Today you have $1 million, it's not up to $1,000. Which kind of risk is more than that? Which kind of risk is more than that? There was a time that if you had 150,000 naira in this same country, you have $1,000. $150, $150,000, 150,000 naira will give you $1,000. Now you have 1 million naira. It's not up to the same $1,000. What kind of risk is more than that? You're already at risk. Make no mistake, you're already at risk. What you're looking for are platforms that can, give you that can over time help you to get cash flow, because cash flow is key. Apart from properties you're buying, you need cash flow. And that's what Ultron comes in. So Ultron tells you, put $300, $500 in me and turn off your auto stake. So I will advise you, sir, you have not turned off auto stake. Please go and turn it off and get your capital. All right. It's just a simple thing. I know you've been compounding for a long time. Just turn it off. Just make some money. So if you turn it off, make your money. The money you're minting, just leave it there. Then after 6 months or 1 year, come and take it out. You'll be surprised at the price of ULX. All right, so let's take the second question. There's somebody's hand up still. Alkali Kunate. Kunat. Mr. Alkali, please go ahead.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, please. What I want to find out is that, you know, the first year we are saying that they will release 30. Yeah, what I want to find out is, you know, first year, 30% is going to be released, and maybe a portion will be by 90%. So what about the second year when the 25% is released? What is going to be the withdrawal procedure?
It's going to be the same thing.
Thank you.
Unless it's going to be the same thing unless they change it. For me, the second year, I think you can either leave it or cash it out until we get there. But it's going to be the same thing. If you want to withdraw at that time, there'll be burning. All right. You know, if you want to withdraw at that time, there could be burning. I don't think the platform is going to change that. All right. I don't like the burning. I hate it. I hate the burning. I don't like the USDT cap. But, you know, like the speaker earlier said, it's not as if we're not joining. We knew. And I sent a chat to the CEO. I said, we knew. We know that it's going to be, but we didn't expect it to be that bad. All right. So whatever they're doing is to keep the platform going. Keep your eyes on the money. And don't worry about the dashboard that you saw earlier with a lot of people coming in. That can be just, that's not the reason for our believing in Ultron. This thing, people coming in here, any software can do that. All right. That's not the reason. We tell you to pay attention to. Look at what you need to pay attention to. Pay attention to DeFi Llama. All right. Then also pay attention to the blockchain. ULScam.com. Okay. Pay attention to what's happening on the blockchain. All right. So you have just a moment. I want to see if I can refresh this page and show something. I hope my network would allow me. Okay. So right here, you can see details, you know, about the progress of the platform. You can see the transactions. You can see a lot of things. You can click on transactions. You can see that 1 minute ago, 2 minutes ago, things were happening. All right. Blockchain is working. All right. You can just keep you know, you can just keep looking at things. The guys who are making a lot of money at these validators, they're making a lot of money. Everything happening, they're getting, they're really benefiting. All right. So, but hey, no cause for alarm. Just relax. This is a real project. It's a real blockchain. It's a layer 1 blockchain project. Just keep your eyes on the performance of the blockchain as blocks keep increasing, as accounts, number of accounts, blockchain holders keep increasing, transactions. Okay. Even more importantly, keep your eye on DeFi Llama. All right, in case you don't know DeFi Llama, I'm just going to copy it and drop it in the chat box. Keep your eyes on DeFi Llama, monitor that. And should you build Ultron? That is one question that people ask. Should you build Ultron? That's your personal decision. So this session is not to make you to go build Ultron. All right, this session is just my own way of telling people, don't underestimate something that's not done yet. All right, somebody is saying here, I joined this business last year, May, but I've not been able to attend any seminar. But after listening to your voice note on the WhatsApp group chat, I decided to attend the Keja office session yesterday. The summary of my learning is that I know next to nothing about Ultron business and how blockchain works. So I've made up my mind to do in order to be able to build this business effectively. I still believe in the business, and thank you for an honest review. All right, thank you very much. I don't know if it's my voice note you listen to, but hey, I mean, we just want you to know that Ultron is still in business. I just moved $80 out of Ultron, and as I moved out, people are moving out. So, I mean, let's keep making money. Mr. Akko Benjamin, I think you're the last hand we're going to take for today. Go ahead and mute yourself. Okay, Mr. Akko Benjamin is asking, what's the difference between...
Good evening, House.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay, please, thank you for the presentation. And I appreciate you for the effort of the leadership. Can you hear me?
You're
Can you
breaking. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, I'm going to mute you. So I am assuming that your question is... If you are not... I'm assuming that your question is the one you dropped in the chat box. Your network is breaking. What is the difference between wrapped ULX and ULX? So ULX is the coin. The coin, just like Bitcoin has BTC and Ethereum network has ETH, you know, and Tron network has TRX, okay? And Polygon network has its own, my brain is trying to think of Polygon network. So this is the Ultron coin. Now, there are so many programs running on the Mavie back office when you want to withdraw. So for sake of programming, they created what they call the wrapped ULX. So the wrapped ULX is not a coin, it's a token. It's a token you earn directly when you are minting and all that. So you earn wrapped ULX. Okay, so if you go to my hubs, what you have here is wrapped ULX. You can see it, okay? But guess what? Wrapped ULX has a one-to-one mapping. It's a one-to-one mapping with ULX, okay? It's a one-to-one mapping. So if you have 1,000 wrapped ULX, is 1,000 ULX. But to change it, you just need to come to Ultron. So I'll click here, ULX to wrapped ULX. And you can see you can convert your wrapped ULX to ULX as you wish. All right, thank you very much, everyone. What's my advice? My advice to everybody here is concentrate on learning. Concentrate on education. The things you are learning from Ultron, how to swap, how to bridge. How much do you think you'd have paid for those knowledge? You learn it for free on this team because you bought your staking hub NFT. That knowledge is what people out there will charge you $2,000 to $5,000 to teach you. But we teach it to you, we educate you just because you bought your staking hub NFT. And if you are directly on my team, every time you want to cash out the first time, the second time, I try to do a session with you. That's hand-holding, that's education. So trust me, you put $500 in Ultron, and all you've learned is more than $500. Unless you're not learning. Unless you're really not learning. You know, if you're not learning, then okay, that's fine. But if you're learning, if you're serious about learning, you have learned more than the money you put in Ultron. If you put in anything less than $3,000, you've learned way, way more than what you put in. So you are not even at a loss if you value knowledge. Grace said, I have an account. I'm operating for someone. Can I withdraw into the same MetaMask? I just create another with a MetaMask. I just create another one. It's always better. No complaints about that so far, but I think you should create a different MetaMask for anybody you want to withdraw for, okay? And if you are using the same MetaMask, let's say you want to use the same MetaMask, please, if you withdraw in the morning, don't withdraw by 9 a.m. from your own account. And before the money comes, you go and quickly try to withdraw again from the account. No. One at a time. Okay? Make sure yours has, if possible, do it each one I mean, give enough distance, get the money before you try the second one, because when you use the same account for this withdrawal and there's an error and you need to troubleshoot, the platform is going to be confused about, they'll be looking at the last one. Meanwhile, you're talking about the previous one. All right, so that's just my advice. It's easy to open a MetaMask account, but I think you can use the same one, but it's better if you can open another one. And if you're using the same one, please give some distance. Make sure you've gotten the money from the first one you did withdrawal before attempting to try again with the other one. All right. Will the unclaimed ULX be reinvested automatically? No. It's released. All right. So it will be reinvested automatically unless you claim it and decide to use it to delegate to a validator. All right. And that reminds me, let me go to the blockchain. I want to go to the blockchain. I want to see. Some people ask, how do they become validator? So if you want to do the validator program, if you want to delegate to a validator rather, just come to ulxscan.com, go to staking, remember, connect your wallet. All right, when you connect your wallet, you can change to Ultron if you want to. All right, the wallet is just going to ask you, you want to change? You want to change, you say yes, switch network to Ultron network. All right, so once you've done that, you can click on delegate. When the field comes up, you have a couple of options. You can type in the amount of ULX you want, then you click on validator. So this was 20% before, it's now coming to 22. All right, so they are trying to make people think of staking hub NFT in addition, before thinking of delegation to validator. So I hope gradually this one will also come up. I just wanted to check it to be sure. So thank you very much, everybody, for being a part of the Ultron project. Remember the goal of this session, wow, 12 cents. We started at less than 12 cents and now we are 12 cents. All right, so just follow the money, but never invest more money than you can afford to put on the line. All right. Yes, Mr. J. Martin, some of us are yet to claim, to see our claim button and our staking hub. Is there anything we'll have to do? What I would just say is send it to me again, and I'm gonna send it to the team, and I'm gonna say that okay, these guys have been withdrawing. You've been withdrawing before now, right? Jim Martins, have you withdrawn ULX, plain ULX from minting? Have you withdrawn any before? If not, try withdrawing. Once you're able to withdraw, oh yeah, so that means you've done your KYC. All right, so please send it to me again, and I'm going to send it out again one more time, and I'm going to say, hey, these guys have been cashing out. They are not among those who are less than 1 year, and they're not among those who have not done KYC because they've been cashing out. So I will just take it upon myself. So send it again. A little bit of patience. I know that within the next 2 weeks, all of these kind of little glitches will be resolved. Bottom line, my view, is Ultron a scam? No. All right. A scam is a platform that was meant from day one to rip you off your money. The design and everything from day one was meant to defraud you. All right. A failed project is a project that meant well, but one or two things happened and then it crashed. There are two different things. Has Ultron ever defaulted in their withdrawals? No. I've never experienced that. I keep testing sometimes. Withdrawals are always going. So, I mean, that's what I look at for in a platform. The day I withdraw from Ultron, from team building activities, and it's taking 3 days, that's the day I will tell you that, man, I think Ultron is about to disappear. They have never taken up to 24 hours to pay withdrawal from team income. Should you build the Ultron business? It's your personal decision. I think it's worth building, especially when people come in with little amounts of money. All right, coming with little amounts of money, $100, $300, $500. All right, then there are people that can do $10,000 and it's like play money to them. Yeah, those kind of people can go higher. By all means, I think this project is worth attention. I'm not doing this because I want commissions. If remember I condemned and I complained in the groups, I said all of that, because I wanted everyone to know that we're in this together. But I think we've gone back past that. there are some in the team who don't believe that Ultron will last beyond the next 1 month, 2 weeks. We are here together, and we're going to see what's going to happen. But keep your eyes on DeFi Llama. All right, we are 12 cents. If they wanted to pump, let me tell you this: if they wanted to pump this coin straight to 18 cents in 24 hours, they would have done it. But they're just making it a gradual process so that you can gain some trust on the platform. So keep your eyes on Ultron. If you can buy your staking hub, buy more. I prefer you buying a lot of NFT staking hub. Then the next thing I think you should do is gaming hub NFT if you have the money. Payment hub NFT is also good. But remember, payment hub NFT, there's no dates of going live on it. Gaming hub NFT, the date is clear. It's at end of this year. All right. If you buy into payment hub NFT, just know that it's next year, anytime next year before the launch of that one. So, let's have the right knowledge. And I think we're still in business. Come on. Many people started, when we started Ultron, we started with $100. That was all was firing Ultron up. $100 left, right. Now people are putting millions of dollars in. And you think Ultron is about to vanish? No, not yet. Let's milk and enjoy the system. In the absence of any other question, I want to thank you all for being here. Uncle Benjamin, Akum, Al-Khalikan, Mr. Austin, Blessing Banjo, Reverend Ben, all right, Divine Mercy Mike, Effect, Effects for Real, Jim Martins, Grace, Haruna, Wall, Mr. John, Linus, Odo, Maxwell, Billionaire, Nancy, and Madam Naomi. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Somebody, Levinas Odo is saying what? Okay, maybe just posting that in error. All right, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Remember, success can come from anywhere, and you never know what can happen the next moment. So just keep your chin up, relax, make money in dollars, keep minting, and fight against the inflation that's about to ravage the world. Don't be afraid.
Thank you very much.
Really stay calm. All right, cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.